You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
No. This is not suspicious to me or a surprise in any way, shape, or form. I've actually believed that these people have been held hostage for a very, very long time. From California to New York. It is no mystery to me that these same people that have no good policies and are bankrupting their states are the same people that seem to hold power and continue to hold power, but yet it's the same group of people that don't like voter ID, that love mail-in ballots, and they refuse to have only citizens counted in the census. No, I'm not surprised. But I also believe that they're thugs. Like, they are the mafia in a sense. And what I mean by that is let's just go to the clip.
Well, more than 1.6 Californians say they want to see Newsom gone. Analysts say their political affiliation matters. And in this next step of the recall process, already a crowded field of candidates. Ashley Amavisca signed the petition to recall Governor Newsom.
He needs to be out. I signed the petition because he is a hypocrite, he is a tyrant, and he has destroyed our economy.
The petition was launched pre-pandemic but gained steam as the governor mandated industry shutdowns and led confusing reopening plans. While Newsom has criticized the recall effort as one led by Republican extremists, the Recall Newsom 2020 campaign says it's bipartisan. 30% of signatures, they say, are from Democrats, voters who declined to state party, and registered libertarians.
Thank you for rejecting this recall.
Overnight, Governor Gavin Newsom declaring victory, with California voters rejecting a months-long effort to remove him from office. Newsom calling the no vote a validation of his policy priorities.
We said yes to science. We said yes to vaccines. We said yes to ending this pandemic.
Governor Gavin Newsom faces another attempt to get him out of office. Today, the governor was formally notified of a new recall effort against him. This is the second time the governor is facing the threat in 3 years.
KCRA 3 Capitol correspondent Ashley Zavala explains why organizers say this time is different.
Ty and Andrea, a conservative group called Rescue California launched the effort today. Organizers blame Governor Gavin Newsom's handling of the state's budget, public safety, and education for this latest attempt. They say his presidential ambition is distracting him from dealing with a variety of issues plaguing the state.
They didn't just recall this man once. They went to do it twice. And it's amazing to me because I was watching the recall, and I do believe with all of my heart, you cannot convince me otherwise, call me whatever you want. I do believe that Larry Elder is the rightful governor of California, just like I believe that Lee Zeldin is the rightful governor of New York. But he's doing such a great job that the people are like, you know what, we got to do it again. Like, my man, the people are recalling this man twice. And yet he thinks he wants to throw his bid in for the presidency at some point. I don't think so. Absolutely not. But the reason why I believe that they're being held hostage is because you are there to serve the people. And this is the same governor that after the people held an election and said, we want voter ID, and they won, he turned around and was like, oh, that's how y'all feel?
Governor Gavin Newsom's new law banning local voter ID requirements. Yeah, you heard that right. No more needing to show ID at the polls for local elections. So here's the scoop. Recently, Huntington Beach voted in favor of a measure requiring voter ID at the polls. But Governor Newsom wasn't having any of that. He signed a law that prohibits any local government from implementing such requirements.
It's just like, this is crazy. So the people vote for something and you go off and do the exact opposite, and you call that democracy? But this is the same kind of person that so loves democracy and our republic that he's already made plans that when President Trump gets in there, I'm already preparing to be in opposition to him. Forget the will of the people. Forget that they overwhelmingly voted for this man from sea to shining sea. Okay? We don't care. We're going to do everything in our power to oppose this man and obstruct him in every way. So with that, let's just roll a clip or two.
Back to the third hour of the weekend. You know, Democrats have wasted no time in laying the groundwork to fight the incoming Trump administration. In California, Governor Gavin Newsom says he'll convene a session of the legislature explicitly intended to, quote, safeguard California values and fundamental rights in the face of an incoming Trump administration. Over in Illinois, Governor J.B. Pritzker endorsed similar efforts to Trump-proof his state's interests.
Mitch McConnell. Moscow Mitch, the man who is as responsible for the second Trump term as Merrick Garland, has discovered that he is, in fact, in possession of a spine. And he just used his backbone to completely piss off Trump allies and throw down a big roadblock to Trump and the whole Project 25 takeover of American democracy. In essence, McConnell has used his position as minority leader to stage a Senate coup against Trump.
We did not expect this result, but we are prepared to respond to this result, and we use the rule of law to fight back.
I saw today numerous governors from sanctuary states saying they're going to step in the way. They better get the hell out of the way.
That is just a few that have come out already that are just like, no matter what President Trump intends to do, we are going to fight him. And it's not just him, because the people sent him in with a mandate. This is what we desire. This is what we want as the American people. And he said, gotcha, I'm gonna do it. It is the other elected officials that are saying that we don't care what the American people want. Our dynasty and what we have put in place is more important than doing what it is that we swore an oath to do, which is basically to uphold the Constitution and be a civil servant. So, yeah, I'm just going to leave it there. Again, this is why it's very important that even though the election is done, we still have to open the eyes of those that may not see it just yet. And I'm going to be talking a little bit more of that on another video, because what is important, it seems to be missed with a lot of people that voted for Miss Harris. But we'll save that for another video. I do appreciate you guys watching, and Bride of Christ, arise.